The Chicago River winding its way through the heart of the Windy City. Our sight tonight. Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And here in January, a few teams starting to solidify their spots in the power rankings. Others, not so much. Taking a look at Orlando, they couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And right now, Chicago, they're sort of cemented in this spot right now. Playing decent basketball, but
now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by for...
Well, for Bradley Beal, it all started with his shot. His mom was a great athlete in her own right.
It sure is. Thanks, David. About this time of the year, we hear early talk about end-of-the-season awards. When you're thinking about who you'd vote for MVP or whatever, Doris, when do you start giving consideration to those topics?
You know what's fascinating, Kevin, is where all the major awards are considered, particularly the MVP, it feels like there's a narrative that develops back when the season starts. The key as a voter, I think, is to sort of eliminate the noise, look at the numbers, consider the success of teams, and make your decision from there. You've got to make sure you're really doing your research.
And sometimes, am I right, it comes down to the final couple days of the regular season before a voter like yourself knows for sure.
Kev, I have cast my MVP ballot on the last possible day in each of the last 3 years.
And now Washington starting group. Thomas and Beal teaming up in the backcourt. Jakob Poeltl up there with Davis Bertans. And it's Miles in at the 3 spot. And for the Bulls, Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. Zach LaVine is out there with B. And it's Carter in at the 5 spot. Poeltl kicks to Thomas. And that one hits back iron. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They went to Washington for their last meeting with the Wizards, and they came out with a win.
And they did win that last game in this matchup, and it seemed they got the benefit of the whistle.
Passes it to Poeltl. Here's Beal. Poeltl against Carter. Thomas deciding where to go with it. 5 on the clock. Outside for Miles. Takes a 3. Nice D from LaVine. B. He's guarded by Thomas. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
Chicago shooting their first foul shot of the night. Well, it's a new front office in Washington, and Greg, they've got their work cut out for them.
John Wall's huge Supermax contract as he deals with the Achilles injury. Tough questions to be answered about the direction they're going to take talent-wise.
Beal gets a wide-open look. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
I think the thing about Beal is he's trying to become a really efficient scorer, working hard on that true shooting percentage.
To the paint. No good from B. The Wizards have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And the wide open shot from Miles. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet.
Well, Kev, great timing on the catch and shoot, right? C.J. Miles absolutely flawless, exploiting that defense with his quick release.
To the inside, Thomas. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Thomas got his second bucket.
Boy, you love what this guy is doing right now. He's taking smart shots, shooting a high percentage, starting to cook.
B, he's guarded by Thomas.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. Here's Poeltl. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
Well, Well, for a player with Pirtle's size, Kev, that type of play he needs to make. Get inside, draw contact, get to the line, be physical. Love it.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. And Coach Jim Boylan agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylan, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And we all know how rough things have been for Thomas the last few seasons, Greg, battling injuries and trying to find the right situation for his talents.
And the injuries have clearly taken their toll on Thomas. A lot of things need to go right for you to be a star player at his size, and lately that just hasn't been the case.
Young's checked in for Wendell Carter. Hachimura, he's checked in for Washington. For the Wizards, Naimi comes in for Pirtle, and Troy Brown subbed in for C.J. Miles. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's B. Rebound by the Wizards. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
A game they definitely felt they could win, and with a break here or there, they probably could have.
You know what? The stats certainly looked good, but the fact of the matter is they couldn't deliver in the clutch moments, and that's something you've got to figure out moving forward.
Well, here in the midseason, you have to be impressed with the way that Shea has come in and improved his game, never stopped working, and he is clearly a player that is going to help this team for years to come.
I don't think, Greg, many... And Chicago has possession, trailing here by 8. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter, couldn't get the threes to go down, and really the story of the game.
What was most disturbing to me, Greg, was they didn't have a backup plan, right? The threes aren't falling. What do you do next?
Larkin and Carter are up front. B out there with White. And it's Murray in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, B in that last game against the Celtics was superb. He added 37 points, and his ability to keep getting back to the foul line helped their cause tremendously. This is why he's considered a star player. The way he carried his team was incredible. Kevin, we'll see if he can do it again tonight.
Thank you, D.A. Win or lose, Greg, it's amazing the impact he can have on the game.
Yeah, in that last one, he was making plays all over the court. No one could match up with him.
Pretty much in attack mode the whole evening. We'll see if he plays with that same level of aggression here tonight.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. If you can't help but notice the teams are shooting earlier in the shot clock. One theory being the faster you shoot, the more possessions you get.
Well,
and the numbers would speak to that.
No doubt, Kevin. And the reality is, for announcers and for fans, that breakneck pace makes it more exciting for us. One NBA coach told me this past year that your field goal percentage in the first 10 seconds of the shot clock gives you your best opportunity to make it. And the longer that shot clock goes on, the more your field goal percentage dips. So, hey, good for us, good for the fans, good for the teams.
And that's because the defense has a chance to settle, correct?
Exactly right.
Goes back out.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
He shot well from the line tonight, going 4 for 5.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Paul, for Washington, D.C. basketball, they have one title to their name, the champs back in '78.
What a run that was for that team led by the great Wes Unseld. But boy, in the 40 years since that title, my goodness, fans of this franchise have waited so patiently for that return to greatness. When will it come?
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Beal can't get it to go. Bulls trail by 15. Has to be. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it, Kevin. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Thomas kicks to Pirtle. It's Beal on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Makes good on the step-back jumper. Beal's got 8.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
No good from B.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Porter against Miles. And it's Beal in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA. Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Miles the pass to Thomas. Beal with it. Now defended by B. Offensive rebound. Pirtle. And he uses the glass on the layup. Pirtle's got 4 this quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
It's Miles on the wing. 3-pointer. Shot clock reset for Washington. Second shot opportunity stolen by Markkanen. Here's B. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Now, here's Miles. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
I think this guy's a threat to throw it down every time Pirtle gets his hands on the ball. This guy has tremendous size and takes advantage.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible.
The Wizards shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
At the line for the Wizards, taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And although he started playing the game later in life, Hachimura has picked it up well, and exciting young player to watch.
White with it. Pulls it from 20. Jump shot is good that time. White's got 9 points. And so it's Washington out in front by 17 points at the...
Brett.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, B has been exceptional here, guys.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
Second half is underway, and here's who Scott Brooks has got on the floor. Beal and Miles out on the perimeter. Davis Bertans out there with Pirtle, and it's Thomas in at the point guard. And Miles kicks to Bertans. Beal against Levine, fires from 14 and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
That jumper translates to every spot on the floor. Bradley Beal becomes harder and harder to guard.
And again, Chicago, no good.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And the basket by Thomas.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
The pass to B. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by the Wizards. Bertans got 6 rebounds in the game.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Pass to Pirtle. There's the dish to Miles. Outside, Beal, just 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range, kept alive by Washington.
The momentum continues to go their way. Pretty much the story of the game.
Levine passes to Beal, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Now, Zach LaVine is a solid passer. This guy entered the league as a point guard, puts it on the money there.
Thomas kicks to Bertans. Inside. Outside for Thomas. Makes that one his 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Well, let's remember, this guy can score in bunches, and apparently Isaiah Thomas has decided it's necessary.
Down low, Markkanen. Here's Carter, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, there's not a lot of NBA players who come from Finland. Now there's Lauri Markkanen. Before him, there was Hanno Matala, who was actually Lauri's high school coach. Markkanen is soft-spoken and family-focused, but he says everything starts from basketball. All the decisions I make are based on if it helps me in the basketball court. Kevin?
Terrific attitude. White against Beal. And Pirtle sends it back.
Very hard to get a shot off over Jakob Pirtle when he's that tight on you. Too much size, too much length.
And so it's Washington. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Taking a look at the Bulls, Young and Carter are the big men inside. White is out there with B, and it's Porter in at the 3. 4 on the shot clock. Beal can't get it to go. Bulls trail by 11. Here's B. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. B's got 22.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
You have to push Hachimura out of there if you're the defense. He's a real problem on the interior.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Wizards leading by 11. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Thaddeus Young. And out of Japan, a real interesting prospect. Hachimura, especially now that he can stretch the floor.
Yeah, he found the 3-ball in his last year of college, hit over 40%. You combine that with the size, the motor, he is really versatile, and I feel like he's putting it all together.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
That free throw good from B. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Thomas passes to Pirtle. He dishes it to Beal. From outside, off the mark.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Carter outside. Pass to B. Feeds to Young. And he drops it in from the low post.
Look, you never know where Thaddeus is going to go, right? He's got such superb instincts in these pick-and-roll sets.
To the right side. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. And that's 18 points for Isaiah Thomas.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second three of the game.
B. And Pirtle sends it back. Pass to Beal. To the middle. Here's Thomas. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I tell you have to respect Isaiah Thomas's physicality. He may have a small frame, but a big-time heart and big-time energy.
He doesn't get the second one. Hiring college basketball coaches has been kind of hit or miss, Doris. Why do you think that's so?
Well, obviously, coaching in college and coaching in the NBA are drastically different things. As a college coach, you've got to be concerned about the eligibility of your young men. You've got to be recruiting the next crop, even while you're coaching your current group and your current roster. In the NBA, you get to focus exclusively on coaching. You're not talking about recruiting. You're not having to deal with anything other than grown men who have a desire for greatness in the NBA. And I think so much of it doesn't necessarily mean success or failure, whether you come from college or not. Success in the NBA is a multifaceted proposition. So I don't necessarily define it as, oh, this guy came from college, this guy came from the European leagues, this guy has been an NBA assistant. So many things go into it, Kev.
B. He's guarded by Thomas. Here's B. Good on the triple. B's got 10 points in just the second half.
You know, a guy with that size from the downtown three-point area, no chance for a defender to alter that shot.
Washington calls timeout.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Levine's checked in for the Bulls. And a switcher also for Washington. Bairton is checked in. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
And during that break, Kevin, I heard what Scott Brooks said to his team. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That free throw good from B. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
Levine against Thomas. There's the pass to Pirtle. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Carter. Levine with it. Now Thomas defending. And Levine with the slam.
Body control, flair for the dramatic. Levine in style.
Wizards leading by 13. Outside Thomas. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on B. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Chicago making a switch here. Markkanen's checked in. On defense, Chicago. Wizards passing it around. Pirtle's shot is off.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Thomas, and it's sent back by Carter. It's stolen by Bertans. From deep, Thomas. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Porter in the corner. Passes to B. It's up a 3. And again, Chicago. No good. Washington's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. They double-team Beal. Pirtle dishes to Thomas. The offensive rebound. That's tipped.
And how about Markkanen using his size and reach on defense? Great timing in terms of being able to get up and block shots.
Wizards leading by 13. Outside Thomas. Here's Pirtle. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Thomas got his 5th assist in this one.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Wizards.
Tonight they seem committed to the 3-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Isaiah Thomas.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Beal. Carter pulls it in.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
The shot's good from B.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on B. Seven seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Galloway. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch.